Hey people, Intrad here, 2v2, Calderis Refinery, blue side. The Black Cardinal with a Daemonhunter, a melee spellcaster with strong support and control, begins with an energy regeneration aura alongside. SKID as a plague champion starts off with a damage over time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support, can also repair. Red team, TouchMe is a force commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee, can also tank, disrupt and support the Ultramarines DLC, and no tactical marines apparently for TouchMe yet anyway. And rounding off the teams is Mr. Crewfinity with a Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Not really a serene or calm type, Mr. Warboss over here. It's quad scouts for TouchMe, strike squad for the Black Cardinal, and they are on the west side against TouchMe. TouchMe having to look after these two natural power points for the red team. The two natural blue power points here looked after by SKID and his Chaos Space Marines. We've got double shooters up for Crewfinity. That's double CSM on the way for SKID. Back to the west side. What does he think, seeing all these scouts up? Expecting snipers maybe, which would prompt an interceptor response, which could play into Thunderhammer tier 2 for the Force Commander. He's chasing down the strike squad, they are in turn chasing scouts, and scouts won't last long being chased by a strike squad. They do around, I think it's around 10 or 11 DPS in range now, the strike squad. It was toned down quite a lot, but they are quite fearsome in melee, especially early on. And we have seen them hold their own in tier 2 as well. Daemonhunter now outgunned majorly. Stormtroopers helping out. They got a decap on that natural victory point. Sergeant already up as well. Look at the damage on the scouts. They take one out. Those Hellfire guns with awesome burst damage potential. Can they get another scout model here? Good grenade on the Force Commander. Nicely done by Black Cardinal. And they do indeed get another scout and didn't drop a model. Well done, fellas. Scouts will take this VP back. It's 5 scout squads for TouchMe. There's the 5th one right there. And now one gen goes up. What is he up to? Painboy on the way from Mr. Crewfinity. Some Daka in the mid. There's the double CSM behind the heavy cover of these pipes. Not sure. Oh, Heretic Scap in the mid. Double CSM and the Plague Champions Plague Bolter. Enough to get those guys out of there. VP turns red. Another gen up for TouchMe. We have seen nothing yet, which does suggest snipers, I guess. Otherwise, we would have seen a shotgun up already. Oh, we have a sergeant in play for these fellas. Gives them a model that can see infiltrated units and also chuck a grenade, which is handy. The Black Cardinal does indeed have interceptors on the way. Might be worth getting double interceptors here. I'm not sure if I've ever seen anyone get double interceptors since interceptors went back to tier 1. Very, very rare to see. There's some Nurgle worship providing some health regen. I think is it 3.5 per second? Which is pretty damn good for all of his units there. Power Sword in play for the Force Commander. Oh, for the extra battle cry buffs, I guess. Maybe that also suggests some sniper rifles on the way. Haven't seen any yet. Couldn't get the power. Yeah, they're dropping models pretty quick to the Stormtroopers and Strike Squad ranged DPS. Their light armor can't already offer any protection to piercing PvP damage, which is the basic damage of ranged weapons in PvP. Bolters and shooters and all that kind of thing. Grenade attempted. Grenade missed. There's the second teleport. 473 to 458. Did they get given some energy back by the Daemonhunter? I think they did. So I believe he starts with Purification, doesn't he? I always forget that. And has the Sanctified Global, of course, which I think they just used there to give some energy back. The Strat Squad with their Tomes of Titan can also give energy. Also cool energy mechanics with the Ordo Malleus. They killed the Force Commander then while I was yammering. We have more Scout Sergeant. I don't see any sniper rifles, actually. Just a bunch of Sergeants. Which is very odd. Not expecting that at all. They can, I guess, outshoot the Stormtroopers. They still haven't dropped a model, those fellas. Strike Squad are going in. Killing models, too. Are they going to try and grenade the Strike Squad as they retreat? At least one squad still has, two squads of full energy. Most likely have their grenade. They kill one. They did not keep their position going for the grenade throw though. Oh, now they have. They're back in position. Can they do it? There's an attempt. It's a good attempt. Beautifully done by TouchMe. Gets the grenade kill on those strat squad players. They did not have Tomes of Titan as far as I'm aware. But still a big loss. Let's head over east side now. Head over here, see what's going on. Looks like the Orks did some power bashing. Well played, Mr. Crewfinity. Got a full bash here. Didn't get a decap, but a full bash. And I don't think Crewfinity lost any units doing it. Pain Boy ran off there, as you saw. Double shooters upgraded with big shooters. Sluggers have their burners. The Warboss has his spiky armor. Just gets a revive there on the Force Commander levels 2. Force Commander runs away. Spiky armor gives him some good health regen and health. 250 extra. And gives that damage on hit, on melee hit around him, which is pretty nasty against certain stuff, such as heretics if they try to get in on him. Scouts be running. Again, unable to take that power point. Contested power point there. Back towards the mid now. It's a lot of damage coming in on the Warboss. They don't have a way to stop his movement really, other than heretics running in for a Doom Blast, which would mean lots of Daka in their faces. There's aiming what's that to suppress those CSM. I think it's well worth getting fetid armor here for the Plague Champion. No sign of it yet. In fact, we have a Blood Crusher on the way. I think fetid is still worth getting. It's quite a good value war gear, I think. Some nice on-demand suppression. You may need to risk your Plague Champion's position to use it, but it's generally relatively easy to use piece of war gear. There's some Nurgle worship. Burners on the gens from the sluggers. Warboss will run interference. Gets a good old special attack there. That wasn't even his stomp. Plague Champion runs. Heretic dies to an axe bigger than the Heretic. I mean, fair enough. Looks like it's kicking off on the west side again. Warboss chasing into base while the sluggers burn things. Maybe should be bashing with the shooters as well. Wanted to get some kills on the units, I guess. Here's the Blood Crusher though. It's a Bloodletter Demon riding a Juggernaut. Counts as a demon for worship, so he gets massive benefits from it. And coming out early in tier 2 can do a hell of a lot here. Has vehicle armor, although not a lot of hit points. Good melee DPS to single targets. Almost wiped out those sluggers. There's the Git source to heal them up from the Pain Boy. I don't think they took another hit, so they might have survived anyway. But nice reactions from Crewfinity. Gens rebuilt there. They got at least 2 gens there. Good little push from Crewfinity, but what can SKID do now with a Blood Crusher? Plague Champion did go down. West side now. Bunch of scouts running again. Oh, they found a Rhino, which they can't really do much about. There's the tier 2 for TouchMe. What a strange tier 1 for TouchMe. Did they all get sergeants? They did. Isn't it 25 per? It's a lot of power for sergeants, so this is a lot of grenades though, and we saw what they can do. Rhino's just going to go into base with Heavy Bolter bolted to the back. A twin-linked Heavy Bolter for lots of anti-infantry damage alongside that Storm Bolter that it starts with. 355 to 455 on the VPs. Single cap now for blue. You do get a base damage resistance aura in your HQ. 50%, I believe. There's a Noxious Cloud from SKID, the Plague Champion. TouchMe trying to split their units. But that Noxious Cloud is nasty. Oh, Power Fist Force Commander now all of a sudden. Big threat for the Rhino. Gets the hell out of there. And teleporter pack on the way. I don't think you can teleport and Flesh over Steel at level 1 though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, both of them are at least 60. One of them might even be 80 energy to use. There's the Warp Rift from the Black Cardinal. Where is he even? Oh, there he is. You can use it from quite long range, so it can be far away to use it sometimes. Interceptors up with their Justicar now. Have this Psych-Up grenade and the Crack grenade. 355 triple cap for the blue team and 367 on the red team's counter. Force Commander falls over. Back on the east side now, what's going on? Powerclaw Warboss goes in on the Blood Crusher. Blood Crusher does not have melee resistance, poor fella. You have a plague-fisted plague champion though. There's the pestilent strike, stunning nearby units and creating a cloud of muck or flies or whatever it is. That gives you huge range to damage resistance, although it also affects any enemy units in the cloud of crap, and plague champion gets smacked down by the Warboss. And they're on the power again with tank busters and burners. Sluggers have their knob leader as well. Decap on the VP. Double Mark of Khorne Chaos Space Marines now for SKID. It's risky. We might see some Touch of Nurgle plays. There's some Nurgle worship helping out the Blood Crusher, which needs to escape the Warboss. Sluggers in on the CSM while the shooters flee. And there's use your choppers. Do they have the red for Touch of Nurgle? They do not. I believe it's 175 these days, isn't it? It's a lot. And they can't. I don't know if they can fight them when they have use your choppers up and Pain Boy support. They seem to be trying to ignore them at the moment. There's tier 3 for Black Cardinal. There's a Doom Blast. Yeah, but they don't want to engage them. There's Touch of Nurgle on the Heretics now. Need to get in there. What's the Warboss up to, by the way? Not sure. Oh, it's killing the Blood Crusher. One of the CSM wiped now. You can see what he was trying to do, trying to keep them busy while he got the red for Touch of Nurgle. Just couldn't quite put it together to keep those CSM alive while doing it. So they're really on the back foot now, SKID. Meanwhile, though, his ally doing really well on the west side. Could get some power bashing done. Got that Rhino still. TouchMe has dropped one of their scout squads. You see scout models all over the place on this west side. Got the VP too. Does SKID? He goes tier 3 now if you're SKID. It's a tough place to recover from. It's a tough place. I think you probably get some Havocs up and then maybe try to ride that to tier 3. Couple Havocs maybe. Getting their power capped. That one's fully bashed. 355 to 236. Tank busters will be looking for this Rhino. Especially rear armor hits if they can get them. Level 2 Rhino here. So 1-to-1 cap now. There's all those scouts with their sergeants. Anything else with the Force Commander? Fully kitted. Now has Artificer. Nothing. Oh, Black Cardinal's Daemonhunter most likely inside the Rhino. Can't select him. He's tier 3 with tons of resources. Not spending them yet. Hard Boys up on the Warboss. A well-timed grenade. And Interceptors with the Furious Intervention teleport getting in there. Trying to go for the Tank Busters, but they got suppressed by aiming. What's that, I guess? Tank Buster Barrage. Flesh over steel, power fist, down goes the Rhino. No way it can survive that. Even if the Interceptors did get onto the tank busters, I think the Force Commander would have just took it out alone. 319 to 236 on rear armor with flesh over steel up. Just going to get punched into pieces. Plague Champion still down here, Mr. Daemonhunter, if you'd like to help out. I know it's kind of against your whole way of life. But revive the Plague Champion, please. Tier 3 for SKID. They just went tier 3. TouchMe cannot go tier 3. Does not have the requisition. They've been reinforcing scouts. Crewfinity demands more. Here's Grey Knight Terminators on the way for Black Cardinal. And SKID does have a decent chunk of resources as they hit tier 3 here. Maybe a Great Unclean Ones on the cards. Not sure if you want a tank with a Power Claw Warboss and Tank Busters. Terminators maybe. I don't have the red for it. 283 to 236. I still think Havocs is the play. Get some Havocs, help you stabilize your position, and then get some... Oh, they're going straight for a tank. Okay, we'll see how it does. 276 to 236. Mark of Khorne CSM getting caught. There's some Doom Blasting Heretic action. And that, they don't have the red because of Touch of Nurgle and didn't really pay off when they used it. Got to use it when you're in melee if you can, so they can't They can't just like dodge it or move away from you. Looted tank on the way for Crewfinity. The Grey Knight Terminators hit the field. Power melee splash damage and have some stuff that can mess with energy and demons and stuff. Not that there's any demons in their opposing teams here. Plague Champion's back to his feet at least, and has the Armour of Pestilence, still level 1, but still a big threat with the Plague Fist. And the Armour of Pestilence is a great capping tool. Well, the Plague Fist is a great capping tool, sorry. Pestilence Strike is Armour of Pestilence, just makes him tougher. But can he survive the Warboss's wrath here? Nope. Same thing happens again, caught in retreat by that Power Claw. There was sluggers there anyway. Tank doing some work now. I don't think they should upgrade this thing. Wait until we get some levels on it. You got some more stuff on the field. There's some Nurgle Worship, which does affect vehicles these days. Which is a great change the Plague Champion got in Elite Mod. 185 to 236. Force Commander's fallen over on the west side. And Daemonhunter is on the VP. Does he have any war gear? Does have Tome of Tranquility for even more energy regen and some cooldown reduction. Which is a little bit odd to see immediately. I guess he does have Warp Rift and the Purification to benefit from the cooldown. And the sluggers take out this tank. Tank Buster Barrage didn't. Tank survives for now. Tank Buster's coming in. Can't quite get close enough to hit the tank. You need to turn around and smack those guys, Mr. Plague Champion. Oh, I could have got a model, I think. Goes for the power, goes for the VP. West side now. Here's all these scouts continuing to be weirdos with their grenades and stuff. I mean, not a great tool to use against Grey Knight Terminators. Maybe you can hit all of your grenades here. I mean, they're trying. They are trying. That was actually pretty good damage there. They were slowed down by the Warp Rift. 121, 236. Can't really do much after they spent their grenades though. Level 5 Daemonhunter. With a bunch of bolt pistol shots on the scouts, I guess. 108 to 236. Interceptors now with Psy Cannons teleporting after the tank, and they get it done. Oh, they had the Psychic Assailment global on them, as you can see there, boosting their range and their damage. I like that little effect they get for it. 100 to 236. I wish more of the damage buff type things had more unique effects rather than just the little yellow circle. Would be hard to make that many effects, I suppose. Nope, squad on the field for Crewfinity. Elite tier 3 melee infantry. Could go toe to toe with anything in the game, especially when you get all of their upgrades. They get in meaner and greener first, which is generally what you want to do. Gives them the frenzy ability, which really helps them do their job as big old brawlers. Warboss level 5 now with the trophy rack. And here comes a Vortimer Razorback for Black Cardinal. As Assault Terminator is sticking with their Thunderhammers and Storm Shields for now. 5,400 hit points on these fellas. These guys are unique to the Force Commander. If they did get their Lightning Claws up, they'd cleave through these fellas. But as it stands, these guys should be able to out-damage them. I think it could depend on, of course, support that's around with the heroes and stuff. Globals that are used and all that good stuff. Stormtroopers level 4. They've been pretty cool, these fellas. They've got their Acolyte leader guy. And they're doubling up on the west side, the red team. Going to get a revive on the Force Commander. Warboss almost level 7 now. Force Commander still level 1 this fight. This guy. Did the Plague Champion? Yeah, the Plague Champion leveled. Well done. Just ain't got a mark yet. Mark of Corn on the tank. There's that Vortimer Razorback with Psy Cannons on. Big fight brewing. Interceptors jumping in. Tank Buster Barrage is a good hit. Very good hit on the Vortimer. There's the Holocaust ability from the Grey Knight Terminators. Lifts things into the air. User choppers up on the Knob Squad. And was that Call the Boys? I think that was a Call the Boys in there. Knob Squad still have to run if it was. Whole bunch of stuff going on. And is that Word of the Emperor or something? Light of the Emperor, that's it. Protect allied units and detect enemy units in the area. Guess it gives some damage resistance. I don't remember. You don't see that one that very often. Torch of the Emperor. Well, Emperor's Torch, sorry. 95 to 178. Is that touch of... Oh, it was the Chosen Plague Marines blowing up there. They've put Nurgle's Rot on the Terminator, so if they can kill one, they'd get a zombie Terminator. Michael Korn CSM giving it a good go with some tank assistance, but they teleport out. There's the Warp Rift to slow them down. Tank can give chase. Nope, tank backing off. Vortimer Razorback gives chase. Very, very quick vehicle. Scouts will try to run interference, but interceptors are on them. There's a grenade. Oh, it was a crack grenade. Sorry, a psych out grenade, which suppresses you and drains your energy. Bad news for scouts, I guess. Can they kill an assault Terminator here? Interceptors are trying. The Vortimer Razorback is trying. Interceptors are getting split up though. This was the vehicle pathing. Oh, there's the Psychic Fortress slowing down nearby units and draining their energy. That's pretty cool. Very cool, in fact. Yeah, he has some good anti-Terminator stuff, the Daemonhunter. Got two of them down there. I was just about to say TouchMe might want to invest in a librarian, but he's already on the field. Double cap for the blue team. It's a close one. 95-120. Vortimer takes a big hit from the tank busters, but great play from the Daemonhunter to throw out that Warp Rift and slow him down there. That was very, very quick. Skid's got a bunch of resources. Please get a great unclean one. It'll be so fun. I promise it'll be fun. Black Cardinal's got tons of red, so we might see a nuke. Would be fun to see some of his unique unit up, which has escaped my brain at the moment. What the hell they're called? Crusaders? Yeah, Crusaders. Is that right? For some reason that sounds wrong to me right now. There's Emperor's Torch again. And there's Holocaust. Looks like Git Source healed up the Knob Squad. Orbital thrown in as well. It's all kicking off. Tank able to get some good shots in from the safety of the rear of the armies. Is it a good nuke? Some pretty good hits in there, you know. Pretty good hits. Those Chosen Plague Marines are passively damaging nearby enemies, which might have got them a few kills or maybe even a few wipes there on the Orks. Yeah, one of the Shooter Boys wiped, I think. Uh-oh, Grey Knight Terminators are being chased. Yay, great unclean one on the way for Skid. Double Vortimers now for Black Cardinal. Are the Terminators gonna survive though? Oh, they've just turned to fight. They know they can't survive. Now the Knob Squad going after the tank. They will tear it apart. 74 to 77 on the VPs. The Vortimers have been awesome so far. Level 3, this fella. Knob Squad want that tank. Tank is now level 3. It's also been really good for Skid. They've been able to avoid those tank busters. Enough, at least. Double cap here for red team. Triple cap for red team. Back into the double. West side was decapped by interceptors who had to teleport out. Warboss hits level 7. Level 2 Force Commander. Level 7 Daemonhunter 2. And a level 4 Plague Champion down on the mid. Is CSM sprinting in to try and grab that central VP. This tank is not in a good position. Should be back here. Easily flanked on its rear armor there. It's generally just too close to the open areas. Getting some shots on the Warboss. Uses the stomp to get those guys off the cap, and here come Assault Terminators right on the VP. 19 to 77. There's Light of the Emperor again. Can they see this out, the red team? Touch of Nurgle on the CSM, I think some Nurgle worship as well. Oh, the Assault Terminators didn't finish the cap before they were teleported out by the Librarian. Here's a great unclean one. Greater Demon for Chaos. Passively damages nearby enemies. Got some nasty abilities and strong melee as well. Down goes the tank. Vortimer Razorback's getting awfully close to things. Now trying to get away. There's a big cloud of fly stomp from the Great Unclean One. Going to finish off the tank, I think. Down it goes. I don't know how those Vortimers got away. Was the tank shooting them or not? 2-1 for blue here. Great Unclean One's been awesome already. And here's the Chosen Plague Marines to add their own passive damage around them. And there's Nurgle's Rot too. Look at all those zombie orcs, zombie knobs fellas as well. Was that a zombie? That was a zombie paint boy. Look at the zombies. Ouch. Big ouch for those orcs there. Down goes a Vortimer Razorback. But a Great Unclean One and those Chosen Plague Marines just absolutely wrecked faces over there. You have user choppers on the Knob Squad. Very nice grenade again from the Stormtroopers. Black Cardinal's really been on top of that. Got some more Grey Knight Terminators on the way. Mr. Crewfinity loses their entire army. Crewfinity there. Oh, there's the game. They won. Who cares? They won. Means a great fight, but they weren't capping, I guess. I didn't even realise the VP. And there was constant pressure on this too. TouchMe getting a decap there. They would have had a 2-1 anyway. They probably still would have won. Depends how quickly these guys could have decapped, I guess. What an awesome game. Close to the end. Some weird builds as well. Level 8 Daemonhunter for Black Cardinal. Level 4 Plague Champion. Level 2 Force Commander down at the end with some Nurgle stink on him. And all those scouts, of course. And a level 8 Warboss also down at the end. But he did some good smacking. Also covered in Nurgle stuff. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.